So this is what we wanted to talk about because I actually almost lost it, man. This is the main thing. So as far as my children's mother, around the time that I suspected her switching up, mainly, one thing she did, I told y'all she's into witchcraft and she has a lot of crystals and was trying to sell crystals and stuff like that. So she had did an event. She was a part of an event, and I know this is around the time they started getting to. Well, I can say at this time I definitely suspected heavily that they was involved in this. But it was an event they had down in Philly. We know a lot of this is going on in Philly. We know about these secret organizations being in Philly. Now these organizations don't really, for the most part, definitely like her. And let me tell you about my children's mother. My children's mother is regular. I intended this specifically, like, because I got tired of really, dealing with a lot of girls that was stuck on the way they look and stuff like that. So I chose to really, deal with regular girls a lot. I that's just what I do sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I be like, I'm tired of dealing with these people bullshit. They be thinking they look good and shit, like, and you gotta deal with shit that come along with that. It's not a lot of people who, look good and have a down to earth attitude. So she just regular. So let me tell you this: nobody is going to be fucking going out of their way to try to flatter her and or whatever. Period. Men that just want to hit this, that, and the third. Yeah, but that don't really go on around here like that. And plus, it's like you don't really see them out here doing shit like that. Like it's just crazy. But no, she did an event and she made some money. She made like $300 and something that day. I'm sure these people were tied into that shit. After that, she started acting like, she was keeping a secret. Like, even when it came to talking about certain stuff, she be acting like she can't talk about certain stuff. Like, I had to ask her one time, like, did you sign a gag order or something? Like, the fuck? What the fuck? Like, why is all of this lying and shit just all of a sudden start happening now? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did want to point that out. It definitely was around. Sometimes she went to this event they had in Philly. They was selling stuff. She took my daughter, I believe, actually. But yes, they recruited her, man. I believe that was them recruiting her, and she's working with these people, and they manipulating her, acting like they really give a fuck about her. But these are some fucking scumbags. I told you they was calling her Miss Cleo. They was calling her Miss Cleo. Disrespectful, son. Like, not only calling her hoes and whores and shit like that, but Miss Cleo, literally. They call me Pharaoh and her Miss Cleo. I guess they call me Pharaoh because I study Egypt. I don't know. Because I'm like more Egypt or whatever. I don't know. These are some scumbags, son. They the real devils out here perpetrating. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be laughing at them. Like, you can't even hold the mirror up. You out here acting like me, trying to laugh at me. Why you acting like me, trying to act like me, and you can't be yourself, son? You really out here acting like me, son. You know what I'm saying? And trying to sabotage me at the same time, scumbag. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here, though. I just wanted to we are going to have to revisit that, because we are going to have to talk about these secret societies. It definitely is some secret societies up out here. You know what I'm saying? They might not, call themselves secret societies, but it's damn sure some wicked ass people organizing against us, point blank period. I don't like doing none of that. I don't like pointing out religions like Jewish people is Masons, is this, that. I don't like doing that. It's white. I like to call it what it is. White supremacy. No, for real. That's where most of that shit come from. It come from you thinking you have a supreme mind. No, you're more supreme than someone else. And yes, white people were the best at that, so they got the name for it, and that's why it's called white supremacy. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Cause we gonna stop playing games with that shit. I don't got a problem with a person being racist. You can be racist the fuck away from me. Leave me the fuck alone. But these white supremacists, Predator Bill and them out here, they was like try to fucking sabotage you, bro. That's a different kind of hate. And a different kind of hate for somebody you don't even know. Cause I don't know none of these weirdos. But I'm out of here. So other things I noticed was just out of nowhere turned into Supermom and, start cleaning up and, doing stuff a lot better. Not necessarily, still got work to do, but, I just noticed this, sporadic change all of a sudden. So it wasn't just the lying and a couple things. It was definitely some things, subtle things like that, and definitely spending a lot more time with the children and stuff. Literally spending a lot more time with them, like a lot. And no, I definitely commended her on it. Like told her she's definitely doing a good job and turning into a good mom. But it definitely is worth mentioning that this was highly suspicious that it happened all at the same time, as well as trying to negate me from certain. Look, man, she literally started trying to cover up work that I did in the house, like cover up my paint. I don't know what. I don't know who was in her head and telling her to do certain stuff, but yeah, it was definitely to kind of downplay the work I did in the house. That's why I just take a camera through my house and be like, look, I did everything. Besides a couple, all the work I did. Our father did help us get a couple things. Well, he helped us get the place. But, and most of that stuff I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, and could have got it done cheaper. Not saying I'm not grateful. I was damn sure grateful, but now I'm not seeing what's happening now. No, fuck no. Let's put all the cards on the table and tell what exactly happened and what the fuck is going on. But yeah, so it began. It started, just lying, basically, showing me a fictitious lease and just switching up the whole story and go from documenting these people like I told y'all. And this is the scary thing, like, and which made me like, did they threaten you or threaten your family or something like that? Because what would make you go from documenting people to actually working with them? You know what I'm saying? Period. But not only documenting, just say say forget all that. Say you go from documenting them and recording them to denying that all of this shit can, like, you don't know nothing. Like, except I'm being hacked. Oh, I know you're being hacked, but you're not being stalked. This what was literally told to me. How could I be being hacked on different devices, different phones, different phone numbers, different everything, if I'm not being stalked, son? Somebody gotta be stalking me to hack me like that, you know what I mean? And have surveillance in our house, which they do, which like, she didn't, I think she denied it the first time. Last two times you'll hear, like, she didn't deny it these times, as far as the surveillance in our house. And it's just crazy, because who would allow that as a parent? You know what I'm saying? And especially her parent, knowing that. Why would you allow some fucking white supremacist pieces of trash to monitor your fucking children? Period, man. Your grandchildren, your children. Why would you do that? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And to pervertedly do it, I mean, maybe he don't know that that's why everything's coming in the open. Everybody's going to fucking know. And everybody's going to have a chance to stand up for themselves and defend themselves properly. Same way, if all the shit, whatever they saying behind my back, I should know about and be able to defend myself publicly and properly. But we know we dealing with some white supremacist pieces of trash, and they only thing they can do is lie and manipulate. I mean, you know, and hack people and block information from being. Come on, man. But you pieces of trash, you know what you are. That's why you hide it. That's why you hide, son. Saying, "No, let me get out of here." Y'all know I be joking. No, I'm not joking. No, I'm dead up serious. They are some pieces of trash and scumbags, and yes, they need to be exposed and they need to be investigated for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. So, for the last 2 years or maybe more, I have not left this house without her being here. Every time I have missed so many family holidays and events and different things, even things for my kids and my children, and this has to be talked about, and the podcast about what they have taken from my children. I can't leave the house by myself. I mean, not by myself, without her being here. Like, I trusted my children's mother to protect all my stuff. These people literally got in here and put a password on a computer that I paid almost $4,000 for a mentorship. These are scumbags. You know what I'm saying? And how did they get access into my property is what you would have to ask. How did this happen? So, countless things happening, and then, my house being bugged and different stuff like that, and MS Auto and Feet Industries and all of them having access to those recordings in the Morton PD. At least some officers in there. I can't say I can say definitely they know about it for sure. You know what I'm saying? But these people have access to the recordings. The white supremacist scumbags is literally outside and doing stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? On Turkey Day. This is how pathetic pieces of trash move. I love just being able to tell the truth and be, I mean? I don't be wanting to be disrespectful, but people, you trying to offend me, you deserve it. You know what I mean? You get what you get, son. Everybody get what they get. It's payday. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna know the type of scumbags that's around them out here. You know what I'm saying? And Morton PD. I mean, PA, PD. We could call it that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something else. It really is something else. Something real strange going on around here. But what was we talking about? We was definitely talking about. Damn, it was some more red flags and shit. So yeah, I don't leave this house unless she's here. For literally 2 years, every fucking minute, every second. I don't leave here unless she's here. So that is worth mentioning. For at least 2 years. I think it's been longer than that. It's probably been 3 years. So yeah, that is fucked up, and that is a fucked up way to have to live, and that's why these people have to be exposed. That's what I'm saying. Why do your father know about this kind of stuff? Why should I have to take risks and leave my shit here? Not only is it being hacked, it's being physically accessed, and back doors being put in stuff, cameras and different equipment being planted around. Come on, son. Like, why would I leave like I said, I trusted her for 2 years. This is who's supposed to been making sure nobody had access to my stuff while I'm not here. Every second, I don't leave here. Literally 3 years. Again, I'm out of here.